Others will join.
Sir Renu Gopal Krishnan was in Pune, where he is going this afternoon, and I thank to start with Professor Renu Gopal Krishnan to be here, and at the outset I will request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to present a bouquet.
Professor Malhotra, my very dear friends from the faculty, young students, let me at the outset take immense pleasure in extending a very warm welcome to Professor Renu Gopal Krishnan ji to Delhi Technological University. Professor Renu Gopal Krishnan, Professor Renu as is popularly called, is one of the greatest friends of India at Harvard Medical School, Children's Hospital, Boston, and also at the Newton Wellesley Hospital, Newton in USA. He is here in Delhi Technological University today to make his presentation on protein carbon nanotube and graphene sensors, something very important for advancement of medical technology of tomorrow. Professor Renu Gopal Krishnan and his group in biosciences, bio-nanosciences at Children's Hospital, Harvard, focuses on interface between protein engineering and nanotechnology. He has been on the Harvard faculty since 1984, starting from assistant professor to the level of a distinguished professor, which he is now. In recent years, his laboratory has been targeting proteins as intelligent and innovative biomaterials in solar cells, in fuel cells, very high intensity data storage systems, and tagged on to CNT for directed drug delivery and sensors. He teaches and is guiding MD and PhD program at Walter Bradford Cannon Society, first year MD students, new pathways in medical education as a part of the Harvard MIT Health Sciences Alliance, and is currently spearheading a campus-wide effort in bio-inspired devices. He is funded by National Science Foundation, US Air Force, as well as the National Institute of Health of US. He was Wallace and Coulter Chair and Professor at the University of Florida, Miami. He had been a visiting professor in Denmark, India. Also, he obtained his BSc from Madras University, entered graduate school in the Department of Chemistry, Columbia University, New York, and Rockefeller University, New York, working with Professor Harold Urey, Nobel Chemistry Laureate, and Professor Barbara Lowe, and obtained his doctorate in biophysical sciences from State University of New York, Rockefeller. He is the author of more than 220 publications, 2 monographs, graduate level textbook in bio-nanoscience, and member of academies. He has served on 6 editorial boards of journals. His scientific lineage or ancestry traces its origin to Professor G.N. Ramchandran, FRS, biochemistry, to Nobel laureate Professor Stanford Moore of Rockefeller University, New York, experimental studies of protein structural biology, to Professor Wesley, University of Minneapolis, Minnesota, Professor Melvin, Harvard, to mineralization of connective tissues, macromolecules, to Professor Richard Collins Lord of MIT on Raman spectroscopy of protein, and he is a member of Scientific Academy and was on the delegation to North Korea by US government. He will be chairing US-China dialogue in science and technology. A man of immense wisdom and knowledge in the field of bioscience, bio-nanoscience, Professor Renu Gopal is here with us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a chance to interact with Professor Renu Gopal in my chamber for a couple of minutes, only to find that here is a man who brings with him a perfect synergy between science and engineering put together for the advancement of the human society, through his own specialized area of bio-nanoscience, where he is currently working. People like Professor Venugopal were initially not drawn to medical sciences, primarily because a lot of bloodshed takes place in the arena of medical sciences, whether it is dissection of a frog at the level of high school or secondary school, or open heart surgery thereafter. You got to be bold, you got to be brave, and you got to be playing with a lot of blood, often running the risk of losing life of an individual. It could be a small creature like a rabbit, or it could be an intelligent man like Professor Sharma or Dr. Venugopal, for that reason, for a physician. Many of us who are vegetarians, we are scared from going to medical sciences. But later on we find that God created humans and He wants us to remain happy and healthy and contribute our very best to the advancement of this great universe as well as human society. And that's where many of us who go to science and engineering later on look towards medical science. What can be done? What can a vegetarian do to the advancement of medical sciences? And that's precisely what Professor Venugopal is, entering from the bio-nanoscience to the arena of medical science and causing advances unprecedented in this area by looking at proteins, by looking at how you can create human beings of tomorrow who could be immune from the kind of viruses and diseases which are around. How can you create tailor-made human beings of tomorrow by looking at their genetic engineering, the understanding final layers of the play which genetics has with respect to protein and variety of other nanomolecules within the body. Also looking at biosciences from the point of view of a more accurate and precise diagnostic of ailments and diseases, and also using biotechnology and bioscience advancement for causing tomorrow's bloodless surgery. And that's where the vegetarians will feel more happy not to cause any bloodshed, and yet going straight to the point where you have to remove a tissue or to manipulate a part of an organ. And that's precisely where bioscience and technology is leading us to medical science advancement. Here at Delhi Technological University, Professor Venugopal, we are firmly committed to cause this synergy between science and engineering on one hand and medical sciences on the other. And that is why the Department of Bioscience and Technology has been created in Delhi Technological University. It was not part of our ordinary vision, no. It was part of our grand vision that we begin with bioscience and technology at Delhi Technological University, move to bioinformatics, and quickly try to arrange and understand and arrange and interface with the medical science in a big way, so that Delhi Technological University could play an important role for the advancement of the medical sciences of tomorrow. And that is why our vision is casted on the pathways by which the biotechnology and bioinformatics of the department here shall grow into tomorrow's medical advancement through medical engineering, in which biosciences, bioinformatics, biosensors, and a whole lot of other development which take around it, including the targeted drug delivery and negotiation of tomorrow's biomolecules, or for that reason better understanding of the microbial kingdom around, all together will lead us to support in a major way to the advancement of medical sciences tomorrow. And that's the vision with which we are working. In fact, we have in our plan to start a master's program in medical engineering at Delhi Technological University, and it is this program which will play an important role to create super specialists of medical sciences of tomorrow, who will have the profound understanding and backing of the knowledge of science and engineering on one hand, a profound understanding of engineering and technology of today as well as tomorrow, and then using it for the advancement of medical sciences for the benefit of the humanity. And it is this program of master's degree in medical sciences, medical engineering is something where we need support and cooperation and patronage from Professor Venugopal Krishnan and other friends of India in the United States. We should be looking towards you, Professor, for support for this program. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, may I extend a very warm welcome to Professor Venugopal Krishnanji, and also acknowledge the presence of our own friend Dr. Malhotra, a great scientist from NPL, who had taken courage to delink himself partly from NPL and joined Delhi Technological University as a full professor here. After his coming, we find that more and more alignment is taking place toward the growth of cutting-edge science and technology developments in the area of biotechnology and biosciences. And I'm very happy, Dr. Malhotra, that you continue to draw rich and profound wisdom of the world toward Delhi Technological University. And Dr. Venugopal is in that line. Recently we were visited by Dr. Kohli and several other persons who are desirous to support Delhi Technological University in our desire to create this vital synergy between science, engineering and medical science. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to Professor Venugopalakrishnan and to each one of you for this seminar. Thank you.
Okay, we will move to the
Compliments and very little that we have done in science, and we hope to do much more. It's the first time I'm in this campus. I knew that the campus to be Delhi Engineering College before, and I've been in France for the last 5 days at very high-level meetings, chairing a CNRS committee, and benefactors are in France too. Also, the Sorbonne conferred an honor on me. It's one of the reasons when I go to France. France has become a third home, more or less, and so I speak the language and great regard and respect for French science as well. It's good to see that you are forging ahead in so many areas. I was telling the Vice Chancellor, one of the things that I think he already touched upon this, I haven't seen yet in India an integrated campus, a campus with a teaching hospital, a medical school, engineering school, basic sciences, of course, arts and sciences, and many other things as well. In such an environment, you will see that there is a great amount of osmosis from one